There, now we are.
Are we live?
Yes, we're live.
Okay. Right. I learned something the other day. You know how you see one of those things that I was today years old type of thing? I was today years old when I actually found out how military time works.
I know how it works, but I can't ever look at a clock that says like 100 hours or some shit and understand what the fuck that means.
Right. Because
I have to sit there and take my fingers and be 12, 13, 14, 15.
Yeah, that's what I usually do, right? But then it's like, so I'm uploading Ego Raven to Webtoons, right? So they do everything in military time. Because I guess like outside of the United States, what's funny, you would think that the United States would work on military time considering, but no, it's like usually you're more likely to see the military time outside of the United States. I realized that that's how you don't have to use AM and PM.
Oh, okay.
Because we were talking about like, oh, what's the best time to upload, like to do the chapter updates. And you had said 7 a.m. So I put 7 in Webtoons. And when I was done, I realized that there was no AM or PM. And then that's when I realized it was in military time. So I had accidentally put all my updates to go up at 7 a.m. on Tuesday when I had to put it for 19, which is 7 p.m. And then that's when it hit me that it's like, oh, that way, if somebody says 7, it means 7 a.m. And then 1900 means 7 p.m.
And so if somebody tells me 1900, I'm going to be like, okay, so it's 7 a.m., 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Oh, okay.
No, we start from 12, 13,
Fuck
14,
you, I'll do
15,
whatever.
16.
Like, no.
But 17 means 7 o'clock at night. No, 7 o'clock at night. 7 means 7 in the morning.
Well, you know what?
What?
I struggled enough just trying to understand Central Standard Time and Eastern Standard Time.
Well, that's true. Yeah. Just be glad that we don't really use Roman numerals on top of everything.
Jesus Christ. Good morning, everyone. It is August 19th, 2024. It is a motherfucking Monday morning, and we have some shit to talk about, I guess.
Yeah.
Lots of shits. Lots of shits. But, Robson, just add 12.
Oh, just add 12.
But then even adding 12, because I only have 10 fingers, it still takes me a minute.
Maths
is not my strong point. You ready for this?
Absolutely not, but hit it.
Oh my God. What?
Trigger warning, fuck you.
Whoop! Notifications!
Okay.
And the phone's
so
not
notifications
muted.
are going out today. That's good. Oh my goodness. So hello everybody. So I guess like Rob is in the
Yeah, we got quite a few people. So apparently the notifications went out on time too. And so that's just my the account you own is live shit.
Oh, that's good. So who else is in the chat today?
Okay, so far we got Joseph. Good morning.
Hello,
good
Joseph.
morning.
Hello.
Wolf Daddy. And Melissa. Good morning. And all these eyeball people. Y'all say hello. Oh, hello,
yes.
HR.
Oh, hello. And yes, welcome our beautiful eyeball people watching us from regions beyond. If you're watching us from Facebook, if you're watching us from LinkedIn, come on over to YouTube, join the sexy people in the chat. It's a lot easier for us to talk, to converse properly when you're here on YouTube, because Facebook has a tendency to act up and LinkedIn is LinkedIn. So we don't know what to do with that.
We don't know what to do with it. So we just pretend like it feels professional to be there.
That's true. Yeah.
I'm pseudo professional.
Yes. And freshly out of Facebook jail.
Ooh, they fucked up.
Yeah. So if you're joining us here on YouTube, make sure you like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever any of our shows go live. And if, at least you're supposed to get notified. On Friday, I don't think any of the notifications went out. So we were just talking to ourselves.
Yeah, but we're used to that. So
that's true. Yeah, that's true. So it worked out, So but thank you everybody for joining us. So I guess we have a lot to do today to squish in this hour. So let's get started. Hello, everyone. My name is Daphne Lage, and I'm a cartoonist, illustrator, and comic book artist from New York. I have been self-publishing comics since 1992, and you know what that means.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
And I am known for the furry fantasy adventure Tall Tales, which returns to Kickstarter later this year with the first trade paperback of the next story arc, Tears of the Mother, collecting issues 1 through 4 of this 8-issue limited series. And I am also known for my medieval fantasy drama, Eager Raven, Heir of the First Unicorn, which thank you again, everybody, for supporting the campaign that closed a couple of weeks ago. Everybody should have gotten their books by now. I have 4 people left. I'm just waiting for something to come into the mail so I can get those out, get the rest of the PDFs out. And then it's like this campaign is, completely finished, so then we can start the new one for today. But in the meantime, you can read both my comics online at egoworks.com, EGOWORKS, and Tall Tales, TAILS online.com. And you can check out all my videos on how I make my comics here on YouTube at my channel at Daphne Lage, LAGE Art, which also simulcasts through the Indie Comics Network. And to tell you more about it, here's Nita.
It's Indie Comics Network. It's a channel on YouTube. It's mine. And I'm Nita, and I'm a marketer. Yeah. Like, today is like one of them days. It's just
it is. It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
But where can we find everything?
IndieComicsNetwork.com.
It's .com. Cut.
It's just not a show until that.
My brain is scrambled eggs. I'm going full potato.
Yeah, really. Because it's like, honestly, it's like I was ready to go full potato today too, because I almost forgot I had to launch a campaign today until I saw the title of the StreamYard.
Oh shit.
It's like, oh snap, that's right. I'm supposed to launch.
It's time.
I'm supposed to launch. So we'll give it until 11:15 to allow everybody to come on in. So yes, House of Bob, the first official House of Bob sketchbook is going to be launching today. For those of you who've been wanting to collect all of my dirty furry stuff in one place.
Dirty furry.
Yes, exactly. We have the campaign.
Pornography. It sounds
right. Pornography. Yeah, really. That's a good word. So I've had a couple of false starts with House of Bob. And the whole point of when we had House of Bob, the show, was to kind of like collect more artwork and work on stuff leading up to a new Kickstarter campaign. But unfortunately, we had to nuke that show as well.
YouTube nuked it.
Yeah,
YouTube. No.
Yeah, we got that shot across the bow and the bow. And we had to pull the show and all episodes of House of Bob. I still miss it. Sometimes I really do still miss it. But today we're doing a House of Bob sketchbook launch. The link is in the chat and in the show notes if you want to check out the pre-launch page. Like I said, we'll give it 5 more minutes before we launch. So so as I said, this is going to be the beginning of the actual sketchbook series. I finally found a format that I liked, and we're gonna run with it, you know. So I'm still waiting for like some more proofs to come in for the next books in the series. But for now, we're going to have 2 of them. So at least I have the proofs for House of Bob and Mondo Bondo right here. So this is going to be, it's a perfect bound format, about 32 pages. I think this one's 32. This one's, I think, like 40 pages of pinups, or as Jake had said, oh, so nice of me to put out adult coloring books. So, but we'll talk more about that when the campaign goes live and I show you what the sketchbooks are about. So look, hopefully by the end of August, I'll have the other sketchbooks that I'm proofing in-house as well, because in the end I figured that I might as well just kind of like remaster all the sketchbooks that I've done before and make, you know, and do campaigns for them, and so that you have a nice little collection, a nice collection of sketchbooks to put together on your shelf. It's going to look really nice. So hey, Andrew said, hey Lou. So we'll give it a couple of more minutes. But in the meantime, what I can show everybody, since we're talking about campaigns, actually, let me. So just also like just to show. Actually, I'll show the actual campaign later, but we'll talk about this now. Also on Kickstarter right now is JD Calderon's Dreamweavers. This is a urban fantasy paranormal superhero comic that we actually originally published in '92. It was one of the first books that we printed along with Tall Tales. And it is a old school anime style like I said, like superhero book that centers around 4 friends who can actually bring their role-playing game characters to life when they go to sleep, and they become kind of like unofficial heroes of the city as they hunt down demons trying to break into our dimension. So the link is in the chat and in the show notes as well. And I'll show you some more of that campaign as well, because I'm really excited for that book. I mean, I put out a newsletter yesterday, just pretty much talking about how everything is old. That's old is new again. I mean, here we are putting out, you know, Mondo Bondo, which is a sketchbook that I had originally put out through the mainstream market back in '97. You know, and I decided to remaster it into this sketchbook format to match the new House of Bob books. And then it's like Jose's putting out Dreamweavers. We're always putting out Tall Tales. The fact that I'm going back to Webtoon. I had Eagle Raven on Webtoon. Oh, I think it like 2015. It was the original black and white version, and didn't really like the vibe of the place back then, so I had pulled everything down. But now now that I have like the 8 issues in full color, and it's like now feels like the time to put it back on Webtoon again. I keep having to stop myself from saying Webtoons. It's Webtoon. Right. So starting tomorrow on Webtoon, Eagle Raven will, so Eagle Raven is going to launch on Webtoon tomorrow at 7 p.m. 1900 hours at 7 p.m. It's going to update every Tuesday at 7 p.m. On Webtoon, so you can read Eagle Raven in full color, full pages. It is pretty. It's not going to be in the scroll format. That was the one thing that
exactly, and that was like right up my alley.
Yeah. Substack's really. Yeah, I was really surprised at the. I switched over to Substack after pretty much abandoning Twitter, and it is such a difference. You know, I mean, the fact that I'm able to like write long form blogs and talk about all this stuff, and people actually read it. You know, so. So okay, so it's 11:15, and so here it is. This is the pre-launch page for House of Bob. So yeah, so I guess I might as well just rip the Band-Aid off and get this started, right? So okay, so let's. Here we go. Here we go. Ready to launch. Poof. Okay. Yes. Like I must have double checked this like a billion times yesterday. So okay, so hopefully I didn't screw this up. So launch project. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let me just refresh that. And we're live. And we're live. So here we go. Yes, I definitely had to double check on that close date. So here it is. House of Bob, Mondo Bondo, Furry Pinup Art Collections, live on Kickstarter right now. 32. So this is going to be a kind of like my typical campaign at 32 days. So you have plenty of time to pledge to it, but why wait? So for those of you who are new to this, Mondo Bondo and House of Bob, well, especially House of Bob, that is where I collect all of my erotic furry artwork that I just do, that I've been doing. It's just that, so now I have like this definitive place to put them. So the first book that's coming out in this collection, as you can see here, I do have the proof for it. It is black and white interiors. It's perfect bound, full color, front cover and back cover, 6x9 size, as you can see here. Thank you, and thank you, Zed. So this is the first book of this series, and you can see some of the samples. It's like I said, it's just straight pinup work of this fetish furries that I have collected originally on my Patreon page, which is also another thing I'm getting back into, is because Webtoon is partnered with Patreon, so I had to go back and kind of like retool my Patreon page, and I made a level just for people who want to follow any updates about my sketchbooks and House of Bob and see previews. So don't feel so if you would like to support me without but not support the Kickstarter, you also have my Patreon that you can do that. Keep a girl off the streets and drawing furry porn on the regular by joining my Patreon. But at this moment, we do have a Kickstarter live. Here's some of the pages, sample pages from the Fetish Fantasy sketchbook, and along with this first sketchbook is also a remaster of Mondo Bondo, 32 pages of uncensored artwork. Both books are uncensored, right? And as you can see here, this is the original version that a lot of people have told me they still have in their collections. So this is the original version that we released back in '97, compared to the new version that I don't have a copy of the original version. I had to steal Jose's copy to remaster this book, so I don't even have a copy of the original version. But now it is in this nice little compact 6x9 format as well. All my sketchbooks are going to be in this format after this point, so that everything will match when it's on your shelf. So here is a couple of samples from the from that original book, and as like you're seeing here, the books are complete, proof, and ready to print and ship. So you can pledge to this campaign with all confidence that it's going to ship the same way all my other campaigns go. It's like that once it closes, I finalize the numbers, and usually by that Monday, I have everything at the printers. So in this case, it's just the printer already has the files. I just have to give them how many they have to print, and then we're good to go. It's like I don't have to. The files are already set up. This is how they're going to go. So it's really even easier. So yeah, so hopefully so by the time it finishes in September, I'll have the books back by the end of September, and then hopefully everybody will have their books in hand that first week of October. So of course, as always, I have all my books available as PDFs. If you it's like if you're saving on shelf space and you'd rather digital copies, I have everything is available as digital files as well. But I do have the sketchbooks available individually and as a set. And what also makes this campaign special from my other campaigns is that you can there's different levels of original artwork that you can get from me on this campaign. So it starts with a remark. You want to keep it simple. You just want a simple sketch inside. Probably it's going to be like in this area here. On the inside cover, you can get a remark of, just thank you, Zed. Hello. yes, I do have thank you, Nicholas. I did have a guy who told me that he needed to hide all my artwork from his wife. He has a special file cabinet in the basement. So so you can get it with a remark. Also, you can get the books. Oh, hold on. Hey, why aren't you scrolling? Right here. So you can also get a version of it with a original piece of artwork, but in this case, going to be random. Same thing, you get like a pen and ink piece that's going to be random that you can get with the books as well. Also, you can get a color piece, a random pin-up color piece as well. So if you all just want original artwork, doesn't matter what it is, artist's choice, you have that here. However, if you want something a little bit more customizable, you want to ask, do you have an OC you want me to draw? You have a fan art you want me to draw? I can do that in the custom levels. So you have a choice of just the pencil sketch, pen and ink, and you can get also a full color piece, custom, no matter, one character, whatever you want, that's also available. For those of you who want something a little bit.
You met goal.
I met what?
You met goal.
Wait. Wow. Wow. That was thank you very much. Oh, so there we go. We don't have to worry about it. Wow. Okay. Well then. Thank you so much, the 5 people who backed to my campaign. Thank you so much. I don't have to sweat about whether I was going to make goal or not. So where were we? So custom artwork. So if you're feeling especially, you can get a deluxe custom piece where it's up to 2 characters. It's a digital print. You'll get the high res file that you can print out however you want. You get to do whatever you want with it. It's your piece, your characters. If you want, and all the pieces pretty much, if you want them spicy, you can get them mild or spicy, however you want them. This is the type of campaign. I don't usually offer commissions. I don't usually do them very much. So if you've been waiting for me to go live with commissions, this is the campaign to do it. So if you ever wanted me to draw any of your characters any way you want, you have that option here. Also, I do have add-ons. I have some of the original sketchbooks that I have very few left of the original sketchbooks that I have done. If I did previous campaigns for, this is the original. So, say you wanted to equal opportunity. We have the sketchbook with the all guys in it, right? Although honestly, when I was putting this book together, I go, wow, if I did this sketchbook again, it would look so different now. Which, of course, is now on the docket that I have to do another all-male review. So everyone can make the comparisons as to how I would draw them now, as to how I was drawing them back then. So it would be a nice experiment. So the original Beach Bodies all-male sketchbook is on here as well. I only have 20 copies. Also, the original House of Bob sketchbooks, which were 8.5 by 11 digest size, they're kind of they look more like zines. You know I do that for free, Rob. So here are the original sketchbooks. If you missed out on my original House of Bob campaigns, which came with this sticker and this print, you can now get them on this campaign as well. I have very few left. This set here, I only have 7. The original yearbook that I made specifically for when I had my Patreon, my House of Bob Patreon page, which I don't have anymore because somebody got a stick up their ass over there about too many bikini girls showing their asses. So, I mean, really, it was such a farce. But I have the original Patreon yearbook available. I only have 3 of these sets. So if you want to collect these sketchbooks, I only have 3 left. If you just want the Rocket Raccoon print, AAF Rain, which is a pretty much the love child of Rocket Raccoon and Barbarella in one piece. I love the way this piece came out. If you just want the print, I only have 16 available. So if you just want to add that to your order in the add-ons, it's 16. So it's very limited. And of course, as always, if this is the first time you're seeing a Kickstarter and you don't exactly know how it works, I have my instructions, hopefully very clear instructions right here. And that's pretty much it. This is probably the simplest campaign I have ever that I've done. The usual stuff, it's just, sketchbooks, original artwork,
right?
A couple of add-ons.
Yeah, what you gonna do? Like there's no story here.
Right, there's no story here. Yeah, exactly. It's just a bunch of pinups that I think that, especially the way the internet's going right now, that I think I remember a tweet from somebody saying that if you're an erotic artist, please, please, please collect your stuff in books, because it's getting to a point where it's getting harder and harder for us to show this stuff off on any platform. Like I said, on Patreon, I had to close that account. And even now, I have to be very careful with what I update, with what I upload to Patreon now on that sketchbook tier, where you can see previews of the next sketchbooks. I know Nita has a lot of firsthand experience with platforms being a bit psychotic with their adult material rules that even they don't know how to implement.
No, especially Facebook. Facebook doesn't even know what their TOS is. It's like, damn, dude.
Yeah.
It's hard.
So it's like, so
it's really hard.
It's really, it's difficult.
Hard.
Yeah,
it's hard. It's so hard. Definitely.
Yeah. So what I'm going to be doing is collecting all my artwork in this way, so that from here on out, no matter what happens, you will always be able to pick up sketchbooks from me of my artwork. You know what? I have so much artwork. It's about time I did this anyway. I mean, it's about time for me to do a proper collection.
I agree.
Yeah. And it's and so much new stuff I want to draw too. So yeah. So again, oh my goodness. Thank you so much to the 8 people who have pledged $1,400 to my campaign. Thank you so much. I know that it's a lot of you buying original artwork. Thank you. I'm really looking forward to doing these pieces for you. So thank you so much for that. So I think that's pretty much it for House of Bob. So House of Bob is live. Link is in the show notes. And yeah, that's really nice. I'm glad that, it's I'm pretty sure most of this is the original artwork tiers, because I know people like that. They really do like getting original artwork. So I'm very happy to be able to offer that. Like I said, I don't usually do commissions. Usually it's just like it's for covers that are going to get printed. So
now's your chance.
Now's your chance. If you want some artwork from me, now's your chance. So thank you very much. So let me just okay. So let me just how do I oh, stop sharing. Here it is. I was looking for that button. There we go. So okay. Well, so the other big thing that happened this weekend. If you're following me on Facebook already, you would have seen the post last night.
Yeah.
But I finally finished penciling Eager Raven. The whole thing. This collects, so what you see here is the pencils and letters to issues 9 through 16. And it's finished. It is completely done. All I have to do is just ink and color this and get these bitches out on Kickstarter. It was really funny because it's like I did the final page yesterday, and that's the thing. I made it a point, and I'm not going to show that final page. I already gave you a teaser yesterday. It's the last panel, but it's just a teaser of what's on that page. But it's like, yes, it's like I made it a point to do to save that very last page for last. Like it didn't, as much as I wanted it to just finish it and get it over with and then finish the rest of the book, I felt it was important to make that last page last. And last night, I actually got to do it, actually got to finish it. And in a strange way, it was kind of anticlimactic, right? But at the same time, it's like, oh snap, it's done. It's finished. Finito. I'm done. And mind you, this is just for the pencils and the lettering. So pretty much all the lettering's in place, minus a few editing, minus some editing that I'm going to end up doing anyway, when I start putting in, finishing up the color pages. But the layouts are done. The pencils are done. Yeah. So all that's left is inking and coloring. That's it, which is honestly, what I have here is the most difficult part of my process is the layouts and the penciling. So this is brain power I don't have to worry about anymore. For those of you who it's like, the whole thing about willpower, right? The whole thing about how willpower is actually finite, that it's like you can actually use up, the more you have to make decisions, the more, kind of like if you make a big decision, you're exhausted afterwards, right? So it's kind of like the same thing. Doing these layouts and having to think about how a scene is going to unfold and how the panels work together and how they fall onto the correct pages. Because it's like, if it's one thing that that was really important for especially these last 2 issues was reveal pages. I wanted okay, how do I paste these panels so that when you open up the next page, you get the payoff right there. I mean, it's a lot of thinking, laying out a book is a lot of strategy, and to finally have it done so I don't have to do that anymore, it was like a huge relief when I finished that last page. So yes, Eagle Raven, Air the First Unicorn is a 16 issue story arc. It's a 16 issue series. We could leave it at that if you just want to pick that up. There's more that comes after, of course, but this story is 16 issues. It's finished. All I have to do is ink and color it, and like I said, and put them out on Kickstarter. And it's like, oh, my brain, I'm so tired. So let's see. What are the stats? So these are the stats. So here we go. So for those of you who want context, here is issues 1 through 8. So here is issues 1 through 8 of Eagle Raven that's already out and available. And here is the other half of Eagle Raven. So this is 9 through 16. So that's going to look crazy when I have all the issues done. Just to have all these 16 issues in my hand, it's going to be crazy. And then it's like, of course, we have also the specials, the Eagle Raven specials as well. So if we were just counting the Heir of the First Unicorn story arc, it comes out to 516 pages of story. Nice. If you add in the specials, the Unicorn King's Daughter, Tales from the Outer Kingdoms, and Medieval Unicorn Viking Slut, it goes up to 584 pages. So that's where Eagle Raven is right now. 584 pages of stuff. Look at this. Of stuff. So that was a huge milestone for me. So the first milestone was completing the script on December 16th, 2020. That's when I was, because of COVID, I just had to get my shit together and finish the series and then put out the first issue, right? So the first issue Kickstarter was launched on January 4th, 2021, right? So here we are, April. Here we are, August 18th, yesterday. Well, sorry. That them's the breaks. That's how, it's like, look, sorry. Everybody gets traumatized. But yeah, so it's like, so that first issue came out, the first Kickstarter launched on January 4th, 2021, and the pencils were completed yesterday, August 18th, 2024. And I've already kind of done the rough math. So the last issue will officially be on Kickstarter probably around November 2026. So I got to get my ass in gear, right? But no rest for the wicked. Because the next thing, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to celebrate by cleaning my kitchen. Because as I've always said, yesterday on Jose's show, right? They had a question as to what would you sacrifice to get your comic done, right? So because I do all my work myself, it's not like I have to pay out, or it's not like, well, I have to go get a job to be able to pay my artists or this. It's like, I don't have to worry about that, but I still have to sacrifice. And to be able to have done this much work, and I swear to God, Clip Studio Paint, bless. I would not have been able to have done this without Clip Studio Paint. I swear to God. Not Spawn, but look. Look, I have to give credit where credit is due. Clip Studio Paint, because if I was doing this traditionally by hand, I don't think I'd be nowhere near halfway. I swear to God. Clip Studio Paint made the process so much more streamlined, so much easier to do, especially when I had to work from reference and other layouts, and I had to finagle stuff, and Clip Studio made it so easy for me to keep it moving that I wouldn't have been able to do if I was doing this traditionally. So it's like, really, I really do have to give credit where credit is due. Clip Studio Paint on my Cintiq 16 Pro, really, that's how I was able to do this.
So bougie.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like, we all can't be, what's the phrase? Down. It's like it's bougie. It's bougie. Never mind. Hey, Michael. Yeah, with lazy people going AI, it's good to see artists still doing it OG style. It's always even drawing in Clip Studio Paint. It's like those freaks don't know what they're those AI weirdos don't know. They don't know why art exists. They really don't. So I was just so I'm really happy to have this off my brain. I mean,
no love for the tech bros.
No love for the tech bros. But yeah, it's just good morning. Good morning. But like I said, no rest for the wicked. So like I said, sacrifice, right? Sacrifice. Right. So I do everything myself pretty much, right? Except for whenever I can keep Jaden busy. But the sacrifice that I had to make, that I make with every issue, is that everything in the house has to stop. I can't, it's like, until an issue is done, it's like, okay, the laundry piles up a bit. The house doesn't get vacuumed as much as it should. The kitchen doesn't get cleaned as much as it should. So pretty much after every issue, I celebrate by cleaning the house and then starting the process all over again. So this morning, because I finished the book last night, this morning I started cleaning my kitchen. I started taking stuff out of the cabinets. I figured I'd give it a good deep clean because it's the end of the series. So I have to catch up. So that's what I started doing this morning is cleaning the kitchen. So that's how I'm celebrating. But after that, now the next thing that I have on my docket is the last 2 issues to Tall Tales Tears of the Mother. Yeah. And to tell you the truth, I think after spending so much time with Eager Raven and the crew, I'm ready to kind of do something, a little different.
Almost some strange.
Yeah, I it's like it's kind of like, it's nice to be able to go back to all the OG furries of my portfolio, Tall Tales, for those of you who don't know, is my original series that I started publishing back in 92. Eager Raven popped up around 2000 to give you kind of more of a time frame. So, and I've been working on Tall Tales ever since. So right now I am in the middle of the next story arc, Tears of the Mother, which is a direct continuation of Thieves' Quest, which is the original 20 issues of the series. So Tears of the Mother is 8 issues, and we just released issue 6 a couple of months ago on Kickstarter. So now I have to finish 7 and 8, get that penciled and lettered out, and then it's like the schedule is to put those 2 last issues out next year. So we're getting Tall Tales finished, we're getting Eager Raven finished. Time truly is a flat circle. Everything that you do, you're going to do over and over and over again in your lifetime. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. So, and now it's like, so it's just, I don't know. It's just like the high, even though the ending was kind of,
go look.
No, I'm seeing it right here. Hold on. It's like for everybody. Let's hold on. Let's share it. Let's see. Is that which? Oh, why do I have 2 here? Oh, that's okay. So here. Yeah, so I'd like to thank the 13 backers who brought up the House of Bob campaign to $1,586. Thank you so much for your support. Sometimes it does surprise me that people still want to see this artwork from me. And I thank you all my cheeky monkeys. Thank you so much for supporting the campaign. So there's 32 days left to go. So thank you so much. There's plenty of time. And there's plenty of time to support, but why wait the full 32 days? But thank you so much, everybody who have pledged so far. Actually, you know what? And like I said, speaking of what's old is new again. So let me show you. This. Hold on. So let's see, share screen. So I guess today is just going to be kind of like I said, it's just like the OG review for all the work that I was involved with or related to back when we were publishing in the beginning in 92. So this is Jose Calderon's Dreamweavers. JD is he's the creator of the Oswald Chronicles, and this is the original story that we did back in 92 when we released Tall Tales as well. So we released Tall Tales and we released Dreamweavers. And this is, like I said, this is a story of a group of 4 friends, 4 kids who are able, when they go to sleep, they're able to bring their role-playing game characters to life. And they get involved in trying to stop I guess like a demon lord from entering into the modern world, in our dimension. And these are the variant covers. For those of you who collect variant covers, these are variant covers that are available on the campaign. I mean, this is such a good batch of covers too. I cannot, I think this one might be my favorite because it has such a bubblegum crisis vibe. If you are into 80s anime, this is going to be a book you're really going to enjoy. It's like I said, it's a superhero, paranormal superhero adventure. These are the main characters. These are the actual Dreamweavers. These are the title. These are the titular characters. So these are the four characters: Armadillo, Snowflake, Mouse, and Acrobat. And like I said, these are these kids' role-playing game characters that they bring to life. But the thing is, though, there might be a little bit more to these characters than the kids know about. So for this campaign, for a stretch goal, for the $1,500 stretch goal for Dreamweavers, we are giving away phone backgrounds. So you can have this great artwork on your phone as well, decorating your phone when we meet these stretch goals. So, like I said, if you are a fan of 80s anime, this book, you're going to absolutely love this book. This is going to sound crazy, but it's like, so the artwork's done by Matthew Lunsford. The writing is Jose's JD Calderon wrote it. He created it. Matthew Lunsford, who we went on to work on Tenchi Muyo and La Blue Girl and Demon Beast Invasion for Central Park Media and Pioneer. So this was the book that we started on together. More JD and Matthew. And believe it or not, we're talking about, we were like 17, 18, 19 when we did this book, when we originally released this book. It was a very long time ago, but when Jose showed me the color pages that he was getting, it was like, holy shit. I mean, it's like this could have been done yesterday by somebody who's just really, really good at this 80s style, I mean, it's like the nostalgia is through the roof on this book. So here we have the Dreamweavers again at the top of Madison Square Garden, watching a wrestling match. And it's just, so as you can see, it's a very lighthearted, it's kind of like, it's lighthearted and serious. It's comedic, it just has all the vibes, so it's like, yeah, so here you have the Dreamweavers coming across their first demon that they had. Look, all they wanted to do, they were just having fun and minding their own business, and the demons had to come in and invade, try to invade Madison Square Garden. So, can't have that. Absolutely cannot have that. But so yeah, so these are the sample pages. This is a 48 page. I think it's 48 pages. And is it 40? Let's see. I know he says it here somewhere. Where is it? Where is it? I could have sworn. Where is it? It's somewhere. I'm pretty sure it's 48 pages. So yes. So Dreamweavers on Kickstarter right now. JD Calderon, Matthew Lunsford. 27 days to go. Thank you, everybody. Thank you to the 32 backers who have pledged $1,320. There's still time to pledge. Like I said, I swear to God, if you're feeling like really nostalgic for anime, like Bubblegum Crisis, and 40. Okay, yes, this is Jose is confirming that's 48 pages. You're gonna absolutely enjoy this book. So yes, I thought so. Again, it's like everything is old is new again. It's like it's just and it's just really funny to like see how it's like sometimes there is no moving on. Sometimes there really isn't. And it's like, I kind of don't want to at this point. It's like, I swear to God, I'm going to be working on Eagle Raven and Tall Tales to the very end, because of course, because also the other thing is, like, for those of you who are wondering, yes, Eagle Raven is 16 issues, but that doesn't mean that's where the story starts. I have a illustrated, so I'm currently working on the novelization of this entire series of the 16 issues, so that you could also, so you'll be able to read the expanded and the extra scenes that didn't make it into the 16 issues. I've already read a whole bunch of chapters to Nita. If you want, if you join my Substack, you could actually read the chapters as I'm writing them. I'm also uploading them to my Substack as kind of like a preview for everybody. So if you want to read what those what those chapters are like, so that's going to be an illustrated novel, that's novelization that's going to come out. And then it's like, after that, the next novel comes out, which is the further adventures. It's kind of like the continuing adventures of Eagle Raven. So the next, it's going to be an illustrated novel that is going to come out afterwards. That's going to continue the series. And it's like, it's just going to be like and then here and there, I have like a bunch of short comic book projects as well related to it. Similar to Tales from the Outer Kingdoms, which is a collection of short stories, which is also kind of like added scenes that didn't make it into the comic, but they wouldn't have fit in anyway. But they really worked well as standalone stories. So there's several more, because I want to collect all those shorts into its own trade as well. So just because I'm kind of finished with the 16 issues doesn't mean the story stops there. So there is still so much I have to do. And it's like, look, it's moments like these where it's like, I am just having the time of my life. I really am. It's like what Michael had said, that it's like, the AI guys have no idea. They really have no idea. They will never know this feeling. They will never know. It's like, they could have cranked out some garbage in 30 minutes, but they will never have this feeling of immense satisfaction, of a story well done, of art well done, of a project well done and completed. I mean, it's, so the, when I finished the script, right, when I wrote those last words, in this script. I almost like, I felt like I was having a breakdown at the end of it. Like I was like laughing for 15 minutes and crying at the same time when I finished the script, right? And I was kind of expecting something similar to happen with this, with drawing the final page, which I would love to show, but I'm not going to. I don't know. It's like I said, it was just more of an intense satisfaction that I got at that last page. You know, that it's like I said, it's like the story is out of my head finally. You know, I have room kind of like for all the other nonsense to come in now. You know, for the other stories that I'm working on. And you know what? And if you're working on something, if you're creating something, I wish that on everybody. I wish that intense satisfaction of a job well done on this. You know, that's why it's like, it's so important. Like, you know, it's like people come into comics, it's like, oh, how do I do this? And it's like, you know, the cliche answer that we kind of give is like, whatever you do, don't start an epic.
Nah.
You know, don't start an epic. And the thing is, what we really mean by that is that don't start a story you can't finish. You know, that's why we say that even if you have a big story, start with a little story arc. You know, like finish a little story arc. You know, finish 4 issues, right? Because it's like that satisfaction of finishing something. I think it's worth experiencing as much as possible. You know? I'm talking about artwork, Nita. Right?
I was thinking about artwork.
Right. We're thinking about artwork, right?
Totally.
Yeah. So it's like, you know, that's why it's so important to, like, when you're planning out too late, all I draw are one shots or epic quests. It's like one or the other.
There is no middle ground.
Right. Yeah, I know. Where was that advice when we were starting? Really? Well, you see, the problem is that I think because of our age, we would have said, we could finish it. We could finish that. Who are you to tell us what to do? Don't tell me what to do.
You're not my real mom.
You know, because, you know, we're 17 and assholes doing a comic. You know, but I guess that's what makes it, you know, sweeter now. You know, it's like seeing Dreamweavers and wanting to, like, oh my god, it's like, yeah, let's finish this. You know, it's like, let's get this, because Dreamweavers, even though the first issue is technically it could stand alone, the series itself is 6 issues, and I think what do we have? I think we have 3. Do we have 2 complete issues, or do we have 3 complete issues? Now, I think we might have 2 complete issues, right? So to be able to finish issues 4, 5, and 6 would just be mind-blowing. You know, just to finish all these projects that we started so long ago. It's the same thing with Tall Tales, right? That it's like, it took me way too long to get that first, the books that we have already. You know, it's like we're talking about like almost 1,000 pages of, is it? Oh my God, I would have to do a final count. Because it took a while. 3 complete issues plus a special for Dreamweavers.
Nice.
You know, and with Tall Tales, it's like, yeah, it took me way too long to do like everything that I have here so far. And it's like to be able to finish this next story arc. And there's one more story arc after that. And I think everything that I learned from Eagle Raven, I'm going to apply to everything that I do from here on, you know, to finish, to complete a section, then move on. Yeah, so I'm going to finish Tall Tales 7 and 8 for the story arc. And then, you know, so at least that way I can say, okay, the story arc is done. Right. And then finish it. And then when Jose writes the final story arc, I could just work straight through and then it's like be able to say this is finished, because there really is something about being able to say this is finished. Also, if you look at Kickstarter too, I think that also helps with being able to sell your books because like, people, they don't know who you are and whatnot. And it's like, oh, well, how do I know you're committed to the book? Well, it's finished. It's finished. I'm just releasing the individual issues on Kickstarter. So, I mean, I think that makes it a lot easier to sell the book, right? To say that, oh, the series is complete. I'm just releasing it, right? As opposed to saying that it's like, oh, well, my book is 80 issues, but I've only written up to issue 3. And it's like,
nowadays, even issue 3 is impressive.
Right. So,
God.
Right. Yeah. It's like, because so many people don't make it to that, so yeah, so there is a satisfaction with knowing that the book is that the pencils are done. So I'm just gonna go like clean my kitchen, enjoy this afterglow before I have to go back. And it's like, okay, now what's next? It's time for shrimping.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, I ended up with such a crick in my neck like the other day because I was just like so intent on finishing the book that it's like, oh no, the shrimping is real.
You got to get you one of those neck thingies so you don't get that dowager hump.
Right? No, I do have one. So it's like
I need to use mine. I've been slacking.
Yeah,
totally slacking.
Yeah. You see, that's also the thing too. It's like the other thing that I sacrificed was exercise. Was that really a sacrifice? But my body is saying, yes, it is, you dipshit. That's why we hurt. So I really have to get, now that I have this out of the way, I really should go back to putting that into my routine and then getting the rest of everything that I have scheduled around that. So yes, I wish that. So yes, that is a feeling I wish on everybody. I wish you all the satisfaction. I wish you a very merry, satisfied of a job well done. That's what I do. I bless everybody.
And proper posture.
Yeah, and proper posture. Yes.
Good morning, Mike.
Hey. I got a lot of things to do today. So I guess, we're going to leave it. Yeah, we're going to leave it here at a little over an hour. So again, I want to thank everybody who pledged to House of Bob. Right now, we're at 13 backers at 1,500.
No, ma'am, you're at 15. No, you're at 15 backers, 1,738.
Oh, do I? Oh my God, really? Oh, hold on.
Yeah,
refresh. Holy moly! Thank you. I would like to thank the 15 backers who pledged $1,738 to my campaign. Like I said, I know that that's a lot of original artwork. I'm looking forward to doing it. Thank you so much, everybody. And yes, and again, and I would also like to thank everybody who's pledged to Dreamweavers as well. 32 backers at $1,320. The links are in the chat and in the show notes. And of course, when I get the proofs to the other House of Bob sketchbooks, I will show them off to everybody. But yeah, so there's definitely, again, no rest for the wicked. So yeah. So thank you again, everybody, for your support on all my projects, on House of Bob, on Eager Raven, on Tall Tales, on Dreamweavers, on the Oswald Chronicles, on Magi's Grace. Every book that we put out with love. We put out with love, and we enjoy it. And yes, we do these books for ourselves, but it's a lot more fun when we can share it with everybody. So thank you so much for all of your support over all of these years, from the beginning even. So thank you. So Nita, you have any final thoughts on?
Plenty of fucking awesome art and awesome Kickstarters all over my Facebook page. Got links all over there. Links in the show notes. Links in the chat. Check them out.
And that's it. Yeah.
That's it.
So if you want to learn more about me and my artwork and my campaigns and all my projects and everything else going on, you can head on over to my main portfolio site at egoworks.com, EGOWORKS, where you can find links to all of my galleries and social media sites, but I mostly post to Facebook if you are interested in seeing sketches and current work in progress updates. And you can also check me out on YouTube as well for all my videos, about like 600 videos on how I make my comics and live streams and draw streams. And of course, my semi-weekly art live stream Wednesdays at 4 p.m. Eastern. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to skip another live stream this Wednesday. Like I said, if worse comes to worse, I'll just call it a wash and we'll start again in September, because I just have way too much other nonsense going on that has nothing to do with comics that I got to take care of. So that's why no live stream this Wednesday, but it's usually, if I do run one, it's usually on Wednesdays at 4 p.m. Eastern. And remember, you can also read Ego Raven, Air the First Unicorn, for free, uploading every day, Monday through Friday. And starting tomorrow at 7 p.m., you can now read Ego Raven on Webtoon. So make sure, so it will be uploading every Tuesday on Webtoon at 7 p.m. So, so it's going to be the entire series. So if you want to start from the beginning, tomorrow, you can read it for free tomorrow, starting tomorrow. But if you prefer your fantasy to be more of a furry Lord of the Rings adventure, you can follow the link on my website to Tall Tales, TAILS online.com. And not only can you read the first 20 issues of Tall Tales for free, but you can catch up on the latest story arc, Tears of the Mother, which is also currently uploading Monday through Friday. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining us today. Thank you, everybody in the chat, for joining us. Thank you, all the beautiful eyeball people watching us from regions beyond. And of course, thank you to the ancients with their words of wisdom. Moisture. It's like,
you got this. You got this.
Eat your food, moisturize, mind your business, and do the work. Because when you actually do the work, you never have to fake any of your accomplishments. And boy, and like I said, it is so worth it. The hard work, the tech bros have no idea what this is. And you know what? May they never find out, because it's just for us. So thank you so much again for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. And fuck you, I'm out.